不会很轻易的被其他人所影响的。那么因为重要的不是说别人对我们做的什么事，而是我们自己怎么样的反应，我们自己有没有失去我们觉知觉照的这个能力，是不是一直保持在这个正知正觉的这个状态之下呢？所以我们要往内观照，去找出我们自己的本初智。当你知道你能够这样子做的时候，其实这个本初智是永远在那里的，它是不来不去的，不是像我们的情绪说有来有去等等的。那你一旦能够证到本初智的，所有的功德都含藏在这个本初智之中。所以在这边呢，大家应该记住弥勒日巴祖师所讲的话。这一点呢，虽然可能在理解上好像还算容易了解，可是在练习上呢，不是那么容易的。所以我们应该自己反复的练习，然后获得一种经验或者一种体验，让自己能够尽量安住在一个觉性之中。当我们能够体认出一种念头、一种烦恼的升起的时候，看着它，那它就会失去力量，它就比较不会对我们产生一种作用。这是从了解到、照见到、认识到我们自己心的本性，你是知道它永远都在那里，不来不去的，能够把所有的烦恼、所有的一些妄念等等都转化成本初智。
노래들이 플라톤 시랍성 거예요. 족치게 빠시게. 저는 와서 막 다다다 발전이 참 이시지. 네, 몇적 많이좀 다르래. 근데 이시게 가이가 도고요. 얘네 요게 예시사. 그랑랑 오시송잖아. 그 탐지시 그래. 사제 탐지집이 시랍대. 저랑 세분 내로 이시더라고랑 오시나. 그래 탐지집이 시작되는 거예요. 그래서 그 족바치보다는 건도 좀 뭐나 나는 숨겨요. 괜히 렉나 상기에 대해 말을 sem진 거를 장 말을 깎아서 나오 차대. 난 낚시 차대요. 그래 나중에 차대 거를 잡고요. 차다가 도와줘요. 렉나 상기에 대해서 세분 내로 통터지 나 이제 직당을 샘 화를 아시 남갔다가 남도 탐색도 잡을 셈겠지만 되라. 오, 되니 깨끗적으로 말더니 상기 무슨 보고요. 내가 좁아지 계속 뭐 강성을 되나? 상기 가봐요. 상기 준체 매버센데 상기를 준 말만 잘만 용 셈이 사제 좀 봤다. 아주지도 마서 사진 나와요 말이지. 사진 나와도 가르쳐야 되나? 나또 잠을 무슨 최바람에 마보 샬나야? 샬지그 셈디. 남양 잡아요 말아. 신랑 잡아요 말아. 다다양 잡아요 말아. 저다가 서마 봐도서 찌그리. 홀 째셔매. 째셔매와. 지구매와. 장매와. 생고라기 남팔 장매 받아. 사자 좀 거를 샘다 남카 체미를 죽어놓은 저 봐야 되는데 딱 이식을 안 지든 남카다고 그래. 때는 진짜로 하거나 샘그 내로 따을 값었더니 내바가 마음과 맞지 되니 빨리 삼선 샘 남카다고 내용 그거래. 때 뭐시를 샘 내놓은 거지 되래서 하고서 저는 다 이시디. 얘는 요배 예시 삼재집에 시시사 돈을 이시들라. 랍치 본다고 요래. 이시는 것이 좀 같이 모래. 근데 상지 대가랑 그래.
In the Sutra tradition, this awareness is recognized through Vipassana, the special insight, and it is called transcendent awareness or wisdom awareness. In the Dzogchen tradition, we call it Rigpa, and in the newer tantras, we commonly call it primordial wisdom. But it is just like many names for one single person. And so how do we obtain that wisdom? What is that wisdom awareness? It is called primordial wisdom, as it is a knowing awareness that has been there since the very beginning, primordially. It is a knowing awareness that recognizes its own nature. And when you recognize your own true nature, from that recognition, the all-knowing wisdom, the omniscient wisdom of the Buddhas arises. Then you know everything. That is the all-knowing wisdom of the Buddha. So when you look inside your own true nature and you recognize it, you see this nature. From this arises the omniscient wisdom of the Buddhas. In the Dzogchen tradition, in the Samantabhadra prayer, it is said, if you recognize it, you are a Buddha. If you do not recognize it, you are a sentient being wandering in samsara. If you do not recognize it, then you are ignorant. You lack awareness of your own true nature. And due to that, you grasp at a self. And from self-grasping arise the thoughts of self and others. Many thoughts of attachment and aversion. And due to this dualistic grasping, you continue to wander in samsara. If you recognize it, if you have awareness of it, you are a fully enlightened Buddha. And that very instant is free of any dualistic grasping to self and others. This space naturally abides like space. It is the nature that is free of all mental fixations, all graspings. And if you see this moment, you have seen the actual Buddha. So where is this actual Buddha? Lord Chikden Sumgön said, I have now understood that the mind itself, from whom I have never separated, is the Buddha. So that mind that you have never separated from, that you must recognize to be the Buddha. And so how do we do that? When we look inside the mind, there is many thoughts that continuously arise, like waves on the water. But then there is always an awareness that never comes and goes, that always stays, that you never separate from, no matter what. In this life, or whether you die, or whether you are alive, this life, future lives in the bardo, you never separate from this awareness. It cannot die. It is beyond birth and death, arising and cessation, or growing and decline. It is just like space. When we are introduced to the meaning of Mahamudra, we are introduced to the space-like nature of the mind. To recognize that there is no difference between mind and space is the perfection of the Dharmakaya. So that primordial awareness has the nature of space. That is what we need to recognize today. When you observe your own true nature, there will be a moment where past thoughts cease and a future thought has not yet arisen. There is a moment in between those thoughts. And when you look into this space, continue to remain within this space. That is the space-like nature of the mind. That is the nature that you must recognize. And apart from that, nothing else. And when you see this nature directly, you will know this is the nature of the mind. And that is primordial awareness. That is what we must recognize. It is the awareness that has been there from the very beginning, primordially, the awareness that clearly knows its own true nature. So that is the point that we must recognize today. That awareness is the Buddha.
我们刚刚讲的这个本初智，在不同的派别，它可能会有不同的名字。在经序啊，在内观上面，它就讲是transcendent awareness， 在大圆满也讲的是 Rigpa。那么在心序里面，我们讲的是本初智等等，这些不同的名相，有的时候就像一个人会有不同的名字一样，它本质是一样的，虽然外相外名不一样。那我们怎么样才能够得到这种本初智呢？其实本初智是无始以来本来就在那里的，本来我们就有，只是我们要体认出他自己的原本的本质，那么了解到他真正的本性，他心的本性，他的本质是什么。那如果能够这样子做的话，那你就这个自己佛性就能够彰显。所以我们用内观的方法，往内观照来体认出自己本有的这种本初智。在大圆满的这个传承里面呢，普贤王如来祈愿文里面提到，就说你如果能够认出他来，你就是佛；你如果不认出他来，你就是一个这个在六道众生轮回的这种六道轮回的这个众生。你如果不能够体认出他来，你就是会混沌愚痴，那么继续在轮回里面轮转，具有我执，能够就会说继续存在一种二元对立、自他之分的这种世界里面。那么一个全然正悟的一个佛呢，他是完全没有这种二元对立、自他对立的这种概念的，他是自然的一直都存在这种心的本性当中，而这个心的本性广大如虚空，是无来无去、无生无灭的。如果你看到这一点的话，那么你就是看到真正的佛了。那么吉田松公祖师曾经讲过说，我现在终于知道，我这个从没跟我离开的我的这个心呢，其实就是佛。那要如何做呢？这种觉知要如何做呢？因为它是不来不去，也不生不灭，跟我们从来没有分离，也不增不减，就是它的特性就像一个虚空一样，那么样的广大。在大手印来讲呢，我们也讲说，它就是这个心的本性就广大如虚空。那么能够体验到这一点的话，我们也可以证到圆满的这种法身。那么本初智它的本质就像虚空一样，你得到了真正的这个能够关照事情真正的本质在哪里。那么怎么样做呢？你们平常在练习的时候，就是在前念已断，后念未生，中间之间这个空档，那你就安住在这个空档之间，就是过去的念头已经断了，但是未来的念头还没升起的时候，就在这中间的空档，只安住在这个空档，把它加大。那这样子就是你就是你必须去体认出来这个心性的本质。除了这个之外，没有什么需要体认的。那你就可以能这样做，你可以知道说这个就是本初智，是自无始以来它原本就在那里，能够很清清楚楚、明明了了的知道自己的本质。那么今天你们所要知道的最重要的就是这一点。那知道这一点，这个本初智、这个觉知、这个觉性就是佛。
第50页。